Hi everybody, welcome to Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil.
I'm Ziba.
I thought we'd do something very unique this week, and that's just drink what we know is in the bottle and not do it blind. Although, having said that, I think I'll make Deepa close her eyes. There's a couple of things going on today. Hope everyone is well. First, you might hear the band practicing in the park outside in the background, maybe.
No, they are standing now. But
yeah, they're warming up. They're doing practice. But from a whiskey point of view, let's give you a quick run. Well, actually, let's say hello. We'll wait for a few more people to show up, maybe. Who is in? Petehead, Too Slow was the fastest in early. Petehead, Michael Wood, Whiskey 101, Greg, Bobby J is in. Clip Queen Gal, just arriving. Gherkin. Hello, welcome everybody. Greg, you're just back from vacation? Oh, last week. Do you remember last week, Deepa, I was making the joke that Deepa had been sick and had just recovered in time for whiskey tasting? Well, then that evening I was like, oh, I'm starting to feel a little sick. And by Monday, I was definitely, something was up. Tuesday, terrible. Wednesday, I checked and it was COVID. So I wonder if you had COVID the week before?
maybe I never did.
Because we had been staying, separate. But of course we were sharing whiskey glasses. But I was already getting sick by the Sunday evening. Anyway, but last Sunday I ran 14 miles, 9-minute pace. Average heart rate was 138. Got COVID. I could see my body battery going down in the middle of the week. And then recovering again. I thought, let me go and run today and see what the difference is. But I ran 15 miles, 9-minute pace, so 1 mile extra. Average heart rate was 138. Very surprised that there wasn't a lag or, leftover effect, but apparently there wasn't. So either it was a light dose or COVID is now a two-day misery and then back to normal. Anyway, the good news is we're here in time for drinking. Bobby J, weddings, travel. Oh yeah, it's been a bit weddings, travel, etc. Yeah, glad I was able to make this one. You've been running around. Meow, Sugar Kitty's in. I can hear your voice is different, Phil. That's true. I can hear it as well. A little croaky. So, all kind of recovered, bar a few scratchy coughs. Now, we're going to drink some old whiskies today. What is the lineup? The two holiday whiskies, meaning ones we have brought back and have not tasted. A 31-year Jura from Cadenhead's. Bourbon barrel, only 20 cl and only 44%. That's why I was kind of saying...
And so expensive.
Also very expensive. We'll go through prices in a minute. The reason why there's no real point in doing them blind is because the ABV. Now we're going to put that up against one of Deepa's old favourites, a 24-year Jura from Distiller's Art. I've forgotten if Distiller's Art is part of one of the Lang family. I think it is. Anyway, 50.1%. And the interesting thing is that the price of this little bottle, $125, is almost the same, kind of, as the full-size one at $164. So this is a really expensive bottle. $13.6 per year, though, not too bad. $5.7 per year. Now, the other holiday bottle we're going to have a look at is, let me come back a little. This is a Tormore, and this is Gordon MacPhail's version. And it is a 21-year-old first fill bourbon barrel. So again, all ex-bourbon, 58.6 release. And we're going to put that up against this Cadenhead Tormore that we've had for a while. 30 years old, and also almost certainly, there could possibly be some sherry in that. But
and the price.
Price-wise, considering how small this bottle is, we're really talking about this being a I could look it up in the spreadsheet, a $400 bottle. What would it be? If that was a full bottle, it would be $470. This full bottle was $164. This was $220. This was $216. So these are the same price. 2020, 2023, 2018, one of our early bottles from Costco, I remember, and 2023. Tormore is, we stopped at Tormore.
in
Speyside, isn't it? Or was that Glentockers I'm thinking about? Where's Tormore? Is it in Speyside? Before we get started, we're going to taste something relatively normal, just to set the scene.
Okay.
Because we tend to go through these expensive high-end bottles and go like, it's okay. So let's taste something which is okay. Oh, smells quite nice. Bit of toffee going on in there.
Nice.
I'll go back to the chat in a minute. Have a taste. It's a 43%er. Can you guess what it might be?
Nice, but yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised how strong that punched.
Oh, it is finished.
Yeah.
That fresh, it is fruit. Fresh. Salmony, very nice.
Bit of complexity in that as well. How much would you pay for that?
I'd rather have this, even though I'm not writing.
Is that an answer, or is that avoidance? We don't allow avoiding answers on this channel.
Maybe after 25.
Well, we only paid $40 for that. The 43% Old Pulteney 12. I'm surprised how full flavoured that was. Right, here we go.
I thought the old one.
The old one. The oldie but goodie. Right, a little jump into the chat before we get into them. And then I'll think about how blind or not we go. Let's see. Captain Willoughby's in as well. Sipping a Balcony single barrel. That must be a kicker. They seem to be real kicker whiskies, the Balconies that we have had. Bobby J, glad you're getting better. Yes, actually no effect of taste and smell, although I didn't eat much for a few days. Yes, fabulous lineup. Gurkharan. Let's see. I love Jura when it is good, and I had the chance to try some crazy good ones in the past, such as Official Bottle 40. Oh, very nice. That sounds like a cracker. Lucas is in. More modestly, I enjoy my two current ones in my collection. The 10-year-old Legacy and the Superstition. There you go. That said, I don't bother with recent releases. I know what you mean, Greg. Gerben is in. Hey, Gerben, how you doing? Nice to see you. Do tell us more about the Tormore bottles. In our parts, haven't heard a lot about it. That's the thing. Jura is somewhat known, but not really independent bottle Jura or Tormore. Really not known that much, is it? Tormore is a Speyside, just off the A95 near Ballindalloch. Thank you very much, Whiskey 101. I'm pretty sure we actually pulled into the driveway of Tormore.
Yeah, we just have to remember exactly.
I'll have to look it up, but I might be confusing that with Glentockers. It's near Craigellachie. Yeah, well, we were at Craigellachie. Very good. Never had any Jura, Gerben. Well, there's another one to add to the list if it's not already on it. Tormore is probably one that gets... Hey, Andy Food Creek's in. Good to see you.
Jura is an island, but it's best having that smoky peat.
Not typically peated Jura. Do you want to have a little mini blind on the two Juras?
I don't mind.
One is lower ABV. That's the only thing. I thought it'd be obvious. Why don't you close your eyes and I'll tap your leg if it's going on too long. Okay, here we go. we may as well give Deepa a little blind on her favourite versus the new one, which was really her who wanted it.
Not much more herbal.
Not much difference, or not much more.
Maybe I'll try.
Okay, she's going to try this one first. All eyes on the faceometer.
Almost smoky herbal.
Almost smoky herbal.
Jura.
Deepa's thinking it must be the one.
Very nice.
Okay, good. Well, that's a relief. At least it's in the...
It's quite oily.
Quite oily. Nice texture. Now, is this one, which has been open a very long time, 5 years almost.
It's quite sharp.
Oh, quite sharp, this one.
I prefer this.
Oh!
Can I open my eyes?
You can open your eyes, yes.
I think it is my favourite.
It is not.
Oh.
You prefer the new one?
Oh, I see. It's very oily.
Very oily?
Subtle, undetected. It was my first, a bit sharp, crispy.
I must admit,
A bit disturbing.
A bit disturbing. On the nose, I thought that this one was a bit quiet, like not very much. And then I thought, well, it's a newly opened bottle. Might. Now, they have been poured for 2 hours almost.
The smell of Attica Syrian fish.
This is a bit more Springbank local barley, as if there's been a 10% Springbank local barley put into this one. Or Isla barley Bruichladdich kind of thing. That's interesting. Sort of slightly more yeasty, grassy, sort of sour grass hay going on. This one is quiet. It's quiet to me.
And then more licorice came up in this. It's lovely. Just take it off. Nice. It calms down.
Wow. This is like wonderful nothing. That there's no big obvious flavours in this at all.
At the ABV, I do not really pick up the difference between ABV.
I'm trying to just establish what happened in there. It was so perfectly delivered, but nothing quite happened along the way.
It's almost added seed oil. But yeah, you can pick up.
It's like this pure whiskey base without any additions, but really long finish. That's quite a weird whiskey experience to be so neutral.
A seed oil.
A seed oil, yeah.
But no flavours. But nice. That very strange.
I'm sure the Old Pulteney had more flavours.
Very oily. It's an oily finish.
But it's also fantastic. It's like I said, wonderful nothing. It's the best unflavoured whiskey I've had. Because the finish is so long on it.
Even I was something maybe
Right. And now this tastes completely vacant now. Thin, almost metallic, vacant, nothing happening. That's weird. So this is more of a perception.
What's that?
Old Pulteney. I just wanted to go back to compare. That's very hard for me to describe why that is good. But it is good. Is it $500 good? No.
No.
That's not a $500 good. Considering we're up in this territory.
Yeah,
well,
they are more dramatic. Drama.
Okay, let me try the other Jura. Don't think I even tried it yet, did I? Ah. That does have more going on, though.
Yes. At the first half is Syrian. And the second half is licorice.
It does feel like there is a bit of the Springbank local barley has been dropped into this one.
Of bear barley.
Yeah, bit of bear barley, sour.
But it's more integrated than this. Seen on.
Wow, that is really good. But it's like eating really good bread or really good sponge cake which has no icing. Do you know what I mean? It's amazingly.
And it has a bit of bread.
It's amazingly plain. It's like the best rice I've ever had. The best plain rice ever. Do you understand? Let's have a quick.
I think I pick up a bit of licorice.
Yeah.
And pick up some of the flavour from Jura.
Now, if I didn't know the price, would I just discount that and sort of go, okay, this one's not very interesting and this one is? This is more
very fresh.
This is more interesting, but somehow this is better
because it's not integrated. That's why.
Oh,
it's slightly fishy.
Okay, let me jump back in. Let's see if anyone has got any questions. Michael, you bought a D&M Tormore last week for 50. Fantastic. 45%. Coat roti. Wood finish. What is that? Coat roti? Not open yet. Well, you've still got time. The show's still going. Tormore will be one to watch, as it was recently taken over by Elixir Distillers, and it was owned by Pernod Ricard before. Ah, Whiskey Vault. Good information. I was wondering if Tormore was part of a blend before. What would Pernod Ricard putting it into? Hixie! Good to see you in. Right, any more questions? Gonna skip down. Whiskey Vault. Oh, we are experiencing a bottle gone bland? Don't think so. This is really interesting bland. Petehead. As I do not have any Jura or Tormore, I poured myself an Old Pulteney 12. Ah, the 43%, to keep more or less connected. Fantastic. It is a very good bottle for $40, that Old Pulteney. Yes, we get it on the best $500 plain rice. Nice, let's move on. Exactly. Oh, something got stuck. Right, let's move on.
I think that needs to open it up. I pick up a bit more licorice, but very understated. It's lovely. It's very, very understated.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sleeper. Would you be disappointed if you'd bought a whole bottle?
No, I prefer it. It's good enough.
You're okay. So you would be disappointed if you bought a whole bottle.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yes. I'm gonna compare to this.
Yeah.
I mean, rather after Arigis 23.
I mean, Springbank 20. I mean, Laphroaig 25. Craigellachie 23. Let's move on to the Tormores. Now we're looking at 58% versus 55.8. So.
But we have to go stop for 31 years.
Of course. 31 years.
I mean, it's beautiful. I don't feel bad. That is too expensive.
Well, it's always.
For 31 years.
You know, on the per year number, it's not that bad. 13.6. I mean, Octomores are 35 per year. Normalized to 40 ABV.
I mean, I'd rather pay more for many more years.
I gotta try it again now. There's something about it.
Very very artistic, very beautifully decorated, oily.
It's like walking into the most perfect, plain, empty room and just marvelling at it.
It's slightly roasted.
A little roasted. I mean, there's nothing sherry in there. It's ex-bourbon. Does it even say? It said bourbon barrel.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. It's fantastically neutral. Right. Tormore. I stuck my nose in these before, and I don't think I can tell them apart.
Yeah, 58 per 6, 55 per 8.
Wow. You pick them up and just smell them. There's no denying that is the same whiskey. It's kind of a toasted coconut for me.
Some
A little bit of honey. Toasted coconut and honey.
same. If anything, slightly more fresh.
Slightly more fresh on the older one. 30 years versus 22.
It's brighter. It is more sparkly. More summery, summer, winter.
Kind of darker. Overall, like a bit darker toasted honey compared to the Juras. Right? Sort of a little heavier, richer. There's more bass notes in there. Then let's try the 30-year first. It's a lower ABV.
Should I give you blind if you cannot smell the difference?
Okay, you give them to me blind this time. Right. They really smell the same. I was going to have some water before. Too late now. Yeah. Okay. More power than the Juras, definitely. Sort of neutral start. Then it went spicy, which I thought was maybe just the ABV. But it is kind of spicy middle. And then a toasted, digestive biscuit, honey kind of finish. Amazingly, my mind is still wanting to go back to the Jura again now.
Why?
I don't know. It's neutral, amazingness. Right. Okay. Next one. Taste younger, more cereal. Didn't have that spicy bit in the middle. That was good. There's a different mix of notes in here. It's kind of the cereal honey getting mixed into a little bit of licorice spice, and then it comes back up into the honey at the finish. Sort of the same. It's like a not quite as good version of this one, so I'm going for this one.
But it is.
I did say I thought this one was younger. Is it? Okay. Now, of course, we've only just opened it.
But ABV, what's the different ABV? 58.
I was trying to have a small enough amount that I wouldn't notice. This Tormore has been open since 2020. Wow, I thought that was relatively recently. Middle of 2020. We've had this open for 3 years. Of course, we bought it then. We didn't open it until December. Can't quite read my marks. Of course, it was in blind tasting, so we may not have tasted it until
So
recently.
are they similar enough for you? Or 30 years make a difference over 22 years?
Obviously, I preferred the 30-year, and I thought it tasted older. I think I tasted this one first, didn't I? And then I came to this one. Why don't
So
you try
can you
it?
buy that again today?
Single barrel, or a small batch, I should say. Cadenheads. And, no, this was from 1984, this one. So, you know, even the bottling of this must have been 2014. So,
You need to figure.
I know we got this on Must Have Malts. It was one of the bottles. Remember when we got the box and we were expecting Springbank and this, and we got Blanton's instead? It was one of those. Oh, you haven't tried them? Go ahead. No, I think just go ahead and try them. I'll have a quick look at the chat and see. What are we thinking? Foodquig, Scotch whiskey that old never crosses my bar. It just costs too much, I know, and getting more expensive. I've tried samples of older whiskies anyway, and they didn't do much for me. The best is usually 15 to 17 years old. That makes sense if you were looking for the punchier flavours, especially with peat.
This one, it's better to me 22 years. It's better to me more like 15,
Oh yeah, it's
18
22.
years.
Yeah.
So it's this younger, that older. Again, they know just the flavour more of a Syrian. Maybe a bit of licorice and then get back to Norman.
Again, it's quite plain, but these are the kind of flavours that we like. It is sort of a toasted cereal, a little bit of honey, darker. There's a little bit of this sort of toasted caramelised.
Not the dramatic. If I have a flavour cereal every day.
I'm going to compare this to the Jura.
That will make a comparison. I'm not tried that yet.
Yeah, if this is more toasted coconut, this we're going back to the sour grass. Or the local barley kind of thing. The Bear barley, the Bruichladdich Isla barley.
The finish on
Oh.
some are I prefer the more that is the grassy.
A bit more challenging flavors. Like if somebody hadn't tasted a lot of whiskey, this would taste a bit weird, maybe.
But dusty, not dusty. But after that, the smoky.
I had a better sip of water that time. Okay, that was much better that time.
Oh, very slightly with maybe and water.
I was going to say I had a very nicely toasty finish.
But I'm very surprised. Yeah, I was picked up licorice. It's very actually they're very similar.
I actually preferred
but it's very grassy.
I preferred that a lot more that time. Where's the water?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just bring this down a bit. Maybe another one.
That's too much. No, not enough.
Deepa always says that's too much. And I'm going to do a little bit on the 30-year.
It's very bright, summery, Syrian. But it does not feel that old. 22 years.
There's more weight to the 30-year. And it's actually those licorice type of spice notes on this one.
I've not yet tried it so far.
There's more weight to it. There's more gravitas or something.
But it's gravitas meat.
Gravitas. Gravitas.
More punch.
No. Like solid foundation.
Okay.
Like old knowledge, experience,
So,
confidence.
okay, so 30 year and 31 year, is that all, is that for gas?
Well, I'm waiting to go back. Okay, this is getting good now. I'm liking it. Lovely. Toasty honey cereal, a little spicy. A more gravitas version of this.
It's spicy.
Now we're going more country farmyard sour green hay.
I think it's true. I need to bring more water to have another glass.
Some more. So now coming back to the Jura that time, I felt like the flavours were a little bit too weird and I was more comfortable over here.
So you prefer this or this? But you prefer this or this?
I'm not going to tell you until we put out the trophies.
I think it's very difficult.
Why is that good?
It's very strong ABV, but 55.
Well, I have no idea why that Jura 31 is good.
There is a touch of orange.
Touch of orange? Orange rind? Yeah, I can see that.
It's actually a bit different from this. It's the orange.
That's good too. Right. I have made my decision of my preferences, so you have to make your decision. And while Deepa spends the next just a few minutes making her decision, I'll go to the chat. How's everyone doing? Magdalena, Damaska. Hi all, bit late, but still welcome. Oh, Deepa's going straight in. Whiskey 101, you've got Tormore 14 in my stash, but not open yet. Okay, fair enough, not opening it tonight. I'm going to scroll down and look for orange markers in case someone's asking something. Captain Willoughby, is our Sunday... Whiskey Mystery is our Sunday Whiskey Club. Yes. Really educational and fun. And I especially love the videos Phil makes at the various whiskey shops. I like the spelling. Thanks, Captain Willoughby. It's been a while since the last shop video because it was probably the UK coming back, or a few weeks at least. You know, after today, we've only got one whiskey left for a Sunday streaming. I like Deepa's command. It's like, it's impossible for her to pick up the bottle and pour herself some more. That would...
I prefer this more, that is because it's more herbal. Go on, this part is a bit sharp. It's almost linear. This part is...
Yeah, quite linear.
This part is more, just go on. It's
complex.
Because I was pretty...
You're supposed to know complex by now as a sign. Honestly, I have no idea why that's good, and every time I taste it, I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but it's good.
Beautifully integrated.
There's nothing to integrate. It's just a plain white room. But a really good quality plain white room.
It is that feeds all that of this. I'm trying to forget for the third place.
I think I'm on the Tormore. Is that actually on the shelf? Is that it? Yeah. That makes sense to me. That's where it is on the shelf. This Jura is in this gap, by the way.
I just but it's pure. It's very Syrian, of course, but not only not very Syrian. It's we put a rind.
A little bit of orange rind, yeah, I can see that.
So it's because that is bitter. Aftertaste bitter.
Okay. I don't know why it's good. Which means, ooh, third place then. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to for the Tormore for me. And Deep will, yeah, Deep will go for
I prefer the more that is, but it's actually better that is because it's not really coming together. I'm getting put others right.
Yeah, I think these are both very similar flavors. They definitely feel like they're from the same distillery. These don't necessarily taste like they're from the same distillery because the sour grassiness is prominent here and the white wall is prominent in this one. Don't know what to say.
But have you given the trophy?
Don't start coughing.
Oh, wow. We actually provided the best.
I'm still waiting for your third place. Right.
I'm not really comfortable with it either.
You just concentrate where you're putting that on. Hang on. Where are yours? Let's see. Whiskey 101. Hold on to this moment. Nearly every week, Deepa highlights that each whiskey is not integrated. And now this Jura is beautifully integrated. We have to enjoy this moment. You know, you are right. It is the most integrated whiskey. You're right. I've got to throw in a wild card. Hold on.
I'm impressed with the finish. The finish is good. Very good finish. It's the first half, but but then again back attack. Then again finish.
I'm still waiting for you to put that thing somewhere.
Yes, I've tried to forget up with the two. Bitter, understand. It's almost having a kick.
Maybe that orange rind is reminding me of Highland Park orange rind.
It reminds me of
and the glasses are empty.
It reminds me of a cake, but the other side, top. I'm ready for the finish. I'm not very happy with this.
So you're putting this in last place? So, actually...
I'm surprised for the first time I think an hour is you put the first place and I put the last place.
But if you add up the totals, this Jura... this blank room, perfect white, boring nothing room.
The maybe with the butterfly butter
is the winner.
The maybe with the butter. There was the butterfly butter.
Why is it good? That's the question.
I better stick a piece. I think I thought. Oh, I see.
You know, maybe put that down. Maybe it's so neutral that there's nothing bad happening.
But it's oily, better. I have oil. fat. Butter.
Wow.
I mean, there's nothing in this, but it's so integrated.
You know the moment when you've had a really good sleep all night. You're not dreaming anymore. You're just barely waking up.
Yes.
And you feel totally rested, and you're just like, like that moment before you think of any boring task you have to do, but after any weird dreams you might be having. It's like this moment where you're just totally at peace.
I'm getting a bit of licorice. Soft.
But that's what
licorice.
This whiskey is doing. It's like this moment of peace. And everything else is trying to do something else.
Yes.
And what they're doing is good. For me, someone's drunk all the whiskey.
A bit more for me as well. More. It was also very honest colour as well. So,
the colour is slightly suspect.
The batter.
We don't really know. Super coconut going back now.
Burp.
It's not a moment of peace, but lovely toasted coconut marshmallow thing going on here with the age, the gravitas of the age.
Sharp, spicy. I don't like it.
Good, because that means this is all mine.
Oh!
But there again, I want some of yours though. Oh, how does this fit in?
Not for me. Do you like it?
Concentrate on the new
I'm
new
just
thing.
trying to absorb. It's very, very disturbing.
I can tell you, this is the other Gordon and MacPhail. Hey, don't look at the words. It's the other Gordon and MacPhail that we picked up while we were away. Now, do I prefer the Glencadam 29-year-old? $345 over.
I prefer this one. I prefer the second. I will take the third place first, second.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer this one or the Tormore?
The two.
Okay, I'll do it then.
Oh,
toasted coconut.
More.
Toasted coconut, a little bit green stems.
Very licorice. I'll go for this.
A bit more gentle.
It's good, but not my type. Not my taste. Let me try it again.
Okay. Deepa doesn't know what it is, but we'll...
I prefer this.
Okay, there we go. So, this is...
What is this?
Let's see if it will show up. There we go. This is the other Gordon and MacPhail bottle we bought at the same time. This is a Glencadam 29-year-old.
Yeah, it felt integrated. Beautiful.
Oh, here's the receipt.
So you prefer this one or this one?
I forgot.
That's right. Again,
No.
you better try.
Because I'll be influenced. So we paid £275 for the Glencadam. That's $345.
Again.
And for the hang on, where's the other bottle? Glentockers. $275.
Yeah, but this one.
Oh, sorry. The Tormore was $185.
Yeah, this one. You know about this one?
At $220.
Yeah.
That is Glentockers. This is, I said Glentockers, did I? Tormore. We're at that stage. It's like the order pizza stage of the live stream. So I think in terms of preference, in price between us, we have said for some undisclosed reason this is the best. Now we sort of split here. Price wise, $216, $220, $164. Now Deepa has always had this as a favourite. Do two third places outshine one first place? I'm not sure.
I would give the first, second, a third. Oh, or maybe I prefer the second over this.
Oh. Yeah, I think you preferred the Glencadam.
And I'm there for the second baby with this at that. But the two, I'm not able to get it for Tormore.
Yeah. It seems like the Tormore is more my flavour profile.
Yeah.
I don't know. Explain yourself. It's very difficult to explain yourself, isn't it? Because you are the centre of the universe. So how do you explain?
Okay.
I remember at one of the companies I worked at, we had to do... No, we were talking about accents. That's what it was. And one of my colleagues, was it Chris? Yeah, it's Chris. He asked me... You don't know. This was at Complete Pandemonium. Steve Williams. Chris asked me, can you drop your accent? And my first thought was, but I don't have an accent. It's all of you who have the accent. So it's very difficult to think about what yourself is separate from what everything that's not yourself is. So why do I prefer these? Because these fit myself.
Okay, why you prefer it more than this?
Okay, valid question. This is perfect emptiness in a meditation kind of way. And this is just something more interesting for me.
Try again.
And this is something more interesting for me.
Now I'm trying to compare with this one or that one. I prefer you prefer this one or this.
I don't remember that.
Can you pause it for me? I will try this but first before you give me anything else.
We're at that stage. Happy wife, happy life.
No, because I'm following the thought process.
I understand. You know, we haven't really spoken to each other since the last live stream because I've just been totally isolated in the bedroom.
Yeah, he's been very funny mood. So I kept away from him like a put off button.
I haven't been in a funny mood. I have been in a funny mood.
Yes.
But I've also been sick and isolated.
It's not dramatic at all.
Just so you know, Deepa said, he's not romantic at all. does COVID and romance go together? I don't think so.
They are pretty close.
But darling, which one? which one is better?
Very difficult because the second half it actually got better than this. It was the first half. So I put them really similar.
Michael Wood, I'm so confused. Again. No, I'm waiting to give you something else. Oh dear. Pizza, anyone? Whiskey 101. I just saw your pizza.
I'm not going to read about that.
Michael Wood, I'm so confused. I decided to get myself a small pour Timorous Beastie Sherried Beast cask. Sherried Beast? Is that like the proper name?
Okay. I got this one first.
Glencadam.
Over this.
Okay.
Because very it's not integrated, that's it.
Ah, not integrated. Do you remember Old Pulteney 12?
Oh yeah, that was beautiful. That was actually very, very good. Old Pulteney's.
Now, you're going to try it again after trying these old whiskies. I think you're going to be shocked. At least I was when I went back. Why don't you taste and then we will all see Deepa's reaction.
Very dry, Judy.
You don't need it. It's only 43.
It's because I'm trying to remove the flavour.
Okay. You do you. That's important.
Do it very, very strong. It's really.
Tasteometer. I think it's going to be interesting.
I think I presume the 40.
Just
ABV, 40.
Just drink it. No, 43.
Wow.
43.
Oh, that is really, really good.
Not what I expected.
Very integrated. Down to earth, honest. Oh, it's beautiful. I do not like the two. I prefer these.
Deepa's right. That really is very good.
Can you give me the new Old Pulteney?
No, we don't have it. So where are you putting Old Pulteney on the shelf? Is it up
yes.
here?
I don't know why. Okay, there is the why that is better than the two. Or this.
I don't think it is, but
the finish is dropping off. The finish is disappointing, but it never in a bad way. It's good throughout.
Right. I think. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, I'll put it back there. So what have we learned today, everybody?
I'm trying to like it because it's got first part. And I will try it again.
What have you learned today?
For the first time that we are different.
That we are different?
That was the first time I heard today.
I don't think that's true in the context of the shelf. Because these whiskies are actually very similar. They're all old ex-bourbon whiskies where the barrel, after 20 to 30 years, is having quite a lot of influence.
But I think it's the first time you prefer the first one I give the space.
That's true. This one has been unique in that Deepa has always liked it, and I've always thought it was slightly on the weird side of the spectrum. Enjoyable but weird. So I'm like, okay, happy that Deepa has one.
Papa, you put your score for this? Nothing? Is there space for you?
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
This is the bottle that, having finally tasted it blind tasting or whatever, it came up again, and Deepa said, can we get another one? And we bought this in 2018. And I remember at the liquor shop in I was going to say Burbank, Burlingame, Wymax. I said, I remember there used to be one on the shelf.
Oh, you mean you bought it from Burlingame?
No, at this time we bought it from, this one we actually bought from Costco. But I said, there used to be one at Wymax Liquor. And I looked at one of my old videos from 2 years ago. And I was like, yeah, it was up there on the shelf, but it was $200 or something at the time, which was too expensive because we'd only paid $164 for this one. And I said, let's just go and look. And I went into Wymax Liquor and I saw Jura on the shelf, like the standard 10-year. Like, I just wonder, because the way they stack their bottles is that the more interesting ones are behind. And I pushed apart a couple of Jura 10s. And
are
there
you sure
it was.
I can buy it?
Yes, Deepa. I bought it.
But I must.
And you were in the video, but you don't remember. About 200.
Oh, I'm so happy about that.
So 2 years after I made a video, I referenced my own video to go back to the shop to find out if it was still there.
Thank you so much.
And so we have another one just for you. Now,
I'm going to try it again as I get back to it because I've tried to figure out why I prefer this more than the two or if it is.
This is more me.
Me.
Toasted coconut with gravitas. That's what's going on here. And I like
I think yeah, it's not integrated.
Which one are you talking about now?
This one.
Oh, okay.
But upset about it.
We need to wrap this up.
So I need to wrap with this one.
Whiskey divorce. Exactly.
Oh, but the funnies got me back. Oh,
there you go.
Very nice.
Captain Willoughby.
But toasted herbs.
Deep is a Glencadam
Almost
girl.
smoky and yummy.
As is my good wife Sharon.
Oh, it is very, very good.
Have we had enough yet? I'm going to attempt to wrap this up. With a thanks everyone for watching. Have we got all our bottles lined up here? Don't leave now. This is going on for another 3 hours. Even though no one is here. Exactly, Whiskey.
Well,
exactly.
I've not finished yet with the 3.
Yeah, but we can fade out and keep going. And you can all you can all get on with your lives. Michael Wood, yes. Whiskey Mystery. The Timorous Beastie Sherried Beast is a cask strength. And there are batches 1 and 2. Yes, Douglas Lang. Wow, £45. Winner. Yes. Me. Sounds like the Muppets. Me. Oh. Good night, Lucas. Yes. Jimmy Jazz. It seems my shop has a Distiller's Art 24 year. Not sure the year. I might need to seek this one out. Really? It's got to be the same thing. You're talking about this Jura? How many of those are there around? Bottle number 20 out of 260. Where are you, Jimmy Jazz, if you're seeing this? Because I'm going to guess this was Costco.
I don't like it.
Okay. Deepa doesn't like it. Petered, thanks as always for organising and for all of you. Yes. See you next time. I think that is a good way to wrap up. Now, next Sunday, it's kind of a big one because it's Springbank time. Next Sunday is going to be the Demile organic single malt Scotch whiskey distilled at Springbank Distillery 1992. Now this is only a 7-year-old version at 58.6%. And we're going to be putting it up against some...
Oh, but I can get it.
Stop. This is going to be put up against some, well, things that you would expect. Springbank local barley. Probably several of them. And after that, we don't have any more whiskies to try. 1992. You know, that's making me think about this one. Because that Springbank was 1991. And somewhere in there, 91, 92, is when they started to do their own malting floor again. But this is a weird and hopefully wonderful whiskey. I've heard bad things about the 46% version. Whiskey Base says not so good. This is the 58.6% version. So we're going to have to see. Oh, I hear the band kicking off. Right, Deepa.
So my conclusion is the two is fantastic. I'm not able to connect with the two. I think, but it's actually is a purpose, but it's actually integrated with the two. So I go for this at the third place with the two. It's a purpose, but it's more integrated. The two, forget it, not for me.
If you were at someone's house and they poured you a whiskey and it was any one of these 5, would you say, I don't like it?
No, but all of them.
Yeah.
That's true. That's the
point.
That's true.
And we
They
also...
all are good.
What happened
But
to... hang on.
them become more petty.
Where's Old Pulteney gone?
Oh, what about that one?
Yeah, but where's the bottle?
Over the floor. Top of the floor. Oh, here.
Ah, there it is.
Wow, I'm very impressed with this one.
I'm saying...
I was there. It's probably the best of all.
$40, $400.
Wow. Get it right again.
Of course.
I suppose you know about the finish factor. The finish.
Of course you can. I'll try it again. Are we getting closer?
It's very nice. Okay. I prefer this one because it's not fully integrated. But it's good. Faster. Okay, bye-bye.